Smartphone filmmaking has democratized the power of filmmaking itself, allowing anyone to create high-quality video with a device they carry in their pockets. It's truly revolutionary. But for many of us, it's hard to decide which app to buy, especially if you're not sure what the real differences are between them. Not all apps are the same, and neither are Filmic Pro or Protake. One of the most common questions I've heard from viewers like yourself is, which app is best, or which one do you prefer? But the truth is, one app will fit one person better than the other. The trick is finding out which one fits best for you. And that's what we're going to try and do here today. I use Filmic Pro and Protake both on a regular basis, and I've put together what I think are the top 3 functions for each app that set them apart from each other. So we're going to start with the top 3 strengths of Filmic Pro, then we'll move on to what I consider the top 3 strengths of Protake. It will then be up to you to decide which of these you prefer to have on your smartphone. So let's jump into it, starting with Filmic Pro. One of the most sought after functions in Filmic Pro is the ability to shoot in log. This function essentially tries to preserve more detail in the bright and dark areas of your videos, which creates a flat looking image at first. But this is great for those of you who plan to color correct and color grade later in post, because it allows you to keep more details and bring out more colors in editing. Where Filmic Pro really shines here is their newest release of their Log V3 in 10-bit. This allows for even greater detail preservation, but it only seems to be available at the moment on the iPhone 12 and select Android devices. Nonetheless, if you have an older phone, that's okay. You can still shoot in Log V2 8-bit, which is still really nice. Protake does offer a log option. You can shoot in Log C with a high dynamic range, but if you want the best log function available to date, Filmic Pro may be for you. If you've never heard the term reticles before, I'm sure you've seen them. They're these circular and rectangular things here in the center of your Filmic Pro screen. I have a dedicated video to this. Check it out after this one if you like. Link is in the description. The circular reticle lets you pinpoint where you set exposure, and the rectangular reticle lets you pinpoint where you set focus. This can come in handy in many ways when you want to quickly focus on a subject, yet set exposure for a particular point on the screen. In Filmic Pro, you can even double tap each reticle for autofocus and auto exposure. But when it comes to Protake, these reticles are mysteriously missing. If you've ever tried filming yourself with your smartphone, you know it can be pretty challenging because you really can't see what you're doing. So you'll appreciate this Filmic Pro function, and it's called Filmic Remote. What you can do is download the Filmic Remote app to a different device, phone or tablet, on the same platform, and convert that device to a monitor that can also control Filmic Pro itself on the original device that you're filming with. This allows you to set up your smartphone for filming, set focus, set exposure, record, and pretty much control all the manual functions you would on your original device. Pretty handy tool. I should note that you're going to need a Wi-Fi connection in order to connect your devices, and the app does come at an additional price of $9.99. But it's worth it, especially if you're regularly filming yourself. Protake doesn't offer a solution like this. What do you think? How about a like? If you've ever tried filming while moving your camera, it's hard to get smooth footage without a gimbal. A helpful fix is to use the built-in stabilization functions in your apps. Both Filmic Pro and Protake have this function, but Protake takes the prize by offering 3 levels of stabilization: standard, cinematic, and extreme. Filmic Pro only offers one, either on or off. See for yourself with this side-by-side demonstration. For more on Protake stabilization, check out my video here on hyperlapses using extreme stabilization. Link is in the description. If you're not into color grading or adding LUTs to your videos in post, you may like the option of adding what Protake refers to as their cinematic looks to your shots. There are 26 styles to choose from. Some of my favorites are Transformer, Saving Private, Teal and Orange, and Winter. And these looks are quick and easy to add before recording. Filmic Pro does have somewhat of a similar set of options under their white balance color center. However, they aren't really cinematic looks and they're limited to tungsten, daylight, cloudy, and fluorescent. Finally, when it comes to getting the right exposure, there are more options with Protake's false color function than with Filmic Pro's. False color is one of the best ways to get correct exposure for your video. If you haven't used it or you aren't sure how, check out my video here on Protake's visual analytics. Link is also in the description. When you set your images within the right color range in false color, you make sure that you haven't overexposed or underexposed your video. The IRE bar here on the left helps you know what color range you want to set for your subject. This is especially important for skin tones, as lighter skin tones are exposed best in the mid to upper grays, while darker skin tones are better exposed in the lower gray to pink areas. With Filmic Pro, this is more difficult because there is no IRE bar to understand what the colors represent, because the colors are slightly different from one app to the other. So, where do you lean more towards, Filmic Pro or Protake? And is that because of any of the reasons here in this video, or do you have another point that I haven't covered? Let me know in the comments. That way you can help others as well. And don't forget to check out more right here. You might see something you like on one of these two videos. Take care.